first found out about She Is Safe through Michelle at Fellowship Bible Church, and I have been just enamored with the work that God is doing through She Is Safe and all the things that He's able to accomplish through one obedient woman.
Through church and with talking with Michelle.
So I was at church at Roswell Community, and Michelle Rickett was speaking and sharing about Nepal and the girls there and having goats. And I thought it was really powerful, and I wanted to help and do something meaningful and see where I could fit into She Is Safe.
I got connected to She Is Safe after I read Michelle's book, Forgotten Girls. It was required reading before a mission trip that I took with some friends to India in March of 2015. And at the end of the book, when she said that y'all were in Roswell, Georgia, I was blown away. I had to find out, oh, okay, where is this home office, and how do I get involved? This is too convenient for me not to get involved. So that's how I found out about She Is Safe.
So I first became exposed through my wife, who was preparing to go to India, and part of her prep work was to read Forgotten Girls, Michelle's book. And as she was reading that, we realized, goodness, this is a faith-based nonprofit right here in Roswell, Georgia, where we live. And so at some point after we realized that, we came on a tour, and that was my first exposure to She Is Safe.
I heard about She Is Safe through my church, Roswell Community Church. I first heard about human trafficking about 10 years ago when I attended a Passion Conference as a college student, and it was something I had no idea was even happening in the world, and it just horrified me. And since then, I've really wanted to help however I could. I have an editing background, and that's a really small thing I can do to help, but I'm really glad to be able to just contribute my gifts to helping this organization.
She Is Safe.
I first met Michelle and Daniel at Fellowship Bible Church many years before She Is Safe was formed. I was involved in a ministry that Daniel led at the time called Salt and Light, and followed their path as they moved to the Northeast and then back to Atlanta. And when I came back to Atlanta, Michelle launched She Is Safe and asked me to join the board. So I have been on the board since that early second year, I guess, after the ministry was formed.
Katie Anderson is part of the same missional community that my husband and I are at our church, and she gave a presentation one Sunday at our small group, and at the time I was volunteering at another rescue kind of situation, but it was at their storefront, and I was ready to do something different. So I came here.
It's Chris Jenkins. I first heard about She Is Safe and started volunteering there after my wife, Noelle, started working in the communications department.
Michelle came and spoke at my church, and the story just really touched me. The thought of these girls and young women that were trapped in such futility, such hopelessness, I just went to the core of my heart and had a heart for them. And then I went ahead and sponsored a child that night and got her book, went home and read her book, and my heart was just totally went out to them. And I'd been looking for a ministry opportunity through my church, and so this was a good opportunity for me to sort of join in with the hands and feet of what Jesus is doing.